But you're out here and you're wondering why you can't achieve something on 20 minutes a week, why you can't achieve something just showing up every second day. I've talked about this a million times, but that's why you're stuck in the mud. That's why you're spinning your wheels. That's why you are failing, because you're simply not willing to show up on a day-to-day basis. And I'm going to talk to you today about something called the Rule of 100. It's the only thing that I want you to pay attention to. And it's if you spend 100 hours doing something, you will be better than 95% of people on the planet. I've been telling you forever now that there's no hacks, there's no shortcuts, there's no magic pills, and there are no 3 easy payments of $9.99. You've heard about me talking about this a million different ways. I constantly reference the best people in the world. If you look at the greatest hockey player of all time, Wayne Gretzky, he wasn't born good at hockey. The reason, and I say good, his nickname's actually the Great One. The reason Wayne was great at hockey, the best of all time, was because he did the thing again and again and again. LeBron James in basketball. He actually just put out a video. He's got a podcast. He's partners with JJ Redick, another brilliant basketball mind, and he talks about what discipline is. He says that people use the word discipline far too loosely. And what discipline is sacrificing your loved ones. It's sacrificing your loved ones for long periods of time. It's waking up at 6 in the morning. It's showing up at practice before anyone else gets there. It's leaving practice after every single person leaves. And it's coming home and it's having a nap and waking up and doing it again and again and again and again for years. You've heard people talk about the 10,000 hour rule. To master something, you have to spend 10,000 hours doing that. What does that look like? It's 1,000 hours a year for 10 years straight. If you break that down with math, and you know how I love my math, and I've got my little trusty phone calculator here, let's look at what that is, because I really believe about talking about facts. I don't believe in your perception. I actually don't care what your perception is. This is just factual information. If you want to do 1,000 hours of work a year, you divide that by 52 weeks in a year, you have to put in 19.2 hours a week for 10 years straight to hit that 10,000 hour rule, to master something, to master your craft. But you're out here and you're wondering why you can't achieve something on 20 minutes a week, why you can't achieve something just showing up every second day. I've talked about this a million times, but that's why you're stuck in the mud. That's why you're spinning your wheels. That's why you are failing, because you're simply not willing to show up on a day-to-day basis. Now, some of you are going to watch this and say, but Bobby, I show up 3 times a week. Isn't that enough? If you show up 3 times a week, and you do that 52 weeks out of the year, you don't even take a week off. It's only 156 days out of a possible 365. Congratulations, you showed up 42% of your year. That's the definition of mediocre. That's the definition of mid. That's not even the definition of mediocre. That's the definition of a failing grade. And then here you come saying, well, I'm going to up it to 4. I am really committed this year. So what's 4 times 52? It's 208. You're going to hit 208 out of 365 days. Divided by 365 times 100. Congratulations, you hit 56.9% of your year. Now that is the definition of mediocre. That is the definition of mid. So even if you're showing up 4 days a week, you're mid, you're mediocre. And now you're 5 days a week, and you're serious. You're showing up Monday through Friday, and you think you're ultra committed, and you're hitting 260 days of the year. We divide that by 365. We times that by 100, and we hit 71%. Now you're the definition of average. So what I want to talk to you about today is a way to make this all manageable. It's a way to make this digestible. It's a way to make this possible for you. Because if I ask you to do 1,000 hours a year for 10 straight years, you're not going to do it. That's overwhelming. So we're going to break this down to its simplest form. And I'm going to talk to you today about something called the Rule of 100. It's the only thing that I want you to pay attention to. And it's if you spend 100 hours doing something, you will be better than 95% of people on the planet. That could be football, it could be basketball, it could be hockey, it could be piano, it could be scrapbooking, it could be video editing, it could be YouTubing. I don't care what it is. The rule of 100 states that if you can spend 100 hours doing something, doing anything, you will be better at that thing than 95% of people on the planet. And it's that simple. That's what you need to pay attention to. That's what you need in your life. Now, what does that look like? Again, I don't expect you to spend 1,000 hours a year for 10 straight years. But the rule of 100, every single person listening to this video right now, every single person watching this video, every person sitting home on the couch who's lost hope of achieving their dreams and their goals, you can hit the 100-hour mark easily. And what does that take? Well, let's do some math, because you know how I love my math. We've got 100 hours. How many minutes are in an hour? You know the answer to this. It's 60. So we have 6,000 minutes divided by 365 days of the year. 16.4 minutes a day. If you can spend 16.4 minutes a day, let's round up to 17. Maybe let's be crazy and go for 20 minutes. But if you can just spend 16.4 minutes a day doing something, by the end of 1 year, you got to take this one day at a time. At the end of 1 year, you will be better than 95% of people on the planet. So again, video editing, start video editing. Open up your video editing software. I don't know what you use, but open it up and just play for 16.4 minutes. Set a timer. If it's piano, sit down in front of the piano for 16.4 minutes a day. You got 16 minutes today, don't you? Do you know how little of your day 16 minutes is? There's 24 hours in a day. There's 60 minutes in an hour. So you have 1,440 minutes in a day. 16.4 divided by 1440 times 100. I'm literally asking you for 1% of your day. 1%. Let me repeat that. 1%. 1% of your day. And if you could do that for a whole year, for 365 straight, by the end of that year, you will be better than 95% of people on the planet. It is that easy. That's the rule of 100. That's it. 1% of your day. So what do you want to be better at? You want to be better at your job? Take 16.4 minutes a day. And just practice something. Learn a new skill. Get a little more education. Take an online course. You want to be better at your marriage? 16.4 minutes a day. Write a love letter to your spouse. Write them a text that tells them how much you appreciate them. Write them an email. Do something around the house to make their life a little bit easier, something they like. Maybe it's the dishes, maybe it's running the vacuum, maybe it's straightening the bedroom. I don't care what it is, but put 16.4 minutes into that marriage, into that relationship. Maybe it's your eating, maybe it's your nutrition. Do 16.4 minutes of food prep. And don't tell me 16.4 minutes you can't cook anything. I've seen people do incredible things on Chopped and on Top Chef and on Guys Grocery Games and on the Tournament of Champions with 30 minutes. 16.4 minutes, you can do incredible things. And then my realm, fitness. Start a clock and do as much exercise as you can for 16.4 minutes. In 16.4 minutes a day, you will be better than 95% of people on the planet. There's your hack. There's your secret. There's your shortcut. There's your 3 easy payments of $9.99. It's literally to just do something every day. And those people I referenced earlier, LeBron James, Wayne Gretzky, and we could talk about all kinds of other successful people in whatever industry they're in. Just spend time doing the thing every single day. Don't worry about this big picture stuff. Let's start small. Let's follow the rule of 100. Let's spend 16.4 minutes a day. I'm literally only asking you for 1% of your day. Let's start there. And let's commit to doing this every day for a year. And then we're having a whole new talk about what you're capable of. We're having a whole new talk about your goals and dreams. We're having a whole new talk about your level of success. The rule of 100. Get started right now.